everyone, and I'm going to be doing Oliver's 5-month update. He turned 5 months old on the 5th of June, so I'm late again. Here is Ollie. Dummy down. Oh, there he is. He's quite big now. Oliver, what's this? What's this? Ooh. And I'm not sure if you can see because the light's right above us, but he's got hair now. Oh, there you go, you can probably see it now. He's sprouted hair out of nowhere. So yeah, Oliver's fine. He is definitely getting chunky. There you go. Back down there now. Back down there. I'll show you a little bit of him on the floor. Hi. There you go, there's Sophie. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so he turned 5 months old on the 5th of June, so we're actually almost sort of nearing to his 6-month mark. So he's, like I said, he's doing really well. Weight-wise, the last time I got him weighed was on the, was actually the day he turned 5 months. And he was 17 pounds, 1.5 ounces. And that was at 21 weeks and 4 days. So he is definitely on the higher end, which puts him at, let's see this chart, he is almost on the line between the 50th and 75th centile. So he's currently in the 50th centile for his weight. And he's doing ever so well with feeding. Breastfeeding's going absolutely perfect, no issues whatsoever. I have tried expressing a couple of times this month. I expressed yesterday because I actually won a competition. I won a Medela Calma bottle, which is supposed to be just like breastfeeding. You don't have to fiddle around with changing teats or anything. And it's supposed to be the closest to a breast. So I tried that yesterday and he did take it eventually. He was playing around with it a lot. But he is also teething still. So I think that he may have got it confused with a teething toy. Because we do have a lot of teething toys, Sophie being one of them, which he's into quite a bit at the moment. Just any toy really. He's become very animated and interactive recently this past month. He's definitely looks a lot, it sounds strange to say, but he looks a lot older. He looks a lot more like he's growing into a toddler, if that makes sense. Maybe it's just because of his sheer size, I don't know, but he smiles a lot. He smiles all the time, and he talks. He does his baby talks, and babbles, and blows bubbles and raspberries, and he's just very, very animated with his mouth, which is good, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I expressed into a bottle, and that, you know, he seemed to go okay. He would still much prefer to feed straight from the breast, and he's not really that bothered about dummies anymore. The only time he really has a dummy is after a feed when he's asleep, but he's still got the motion of feeding, if that makes sense. And then I'll just put a dummy in so that he thinks that he's still on the breast, so that I can actually put him down. And then, like, when he's actually asleep, he actually pushes it out. So he doesn't really have the dummy for that long. So we're not sure what we want to do with that, because Freddie at this age was very dependent upon the dummy, and to be honest, he actually weaned himself off the dummy at 2.5, or just shy of 2.5. He weaned himself off the dummy himself. So, you know, we had only positive experience of the dummy, so it wasn't an issue, it wasn't a big deal. So I don't mind if Oliver wants to keep the dummy for a while yet. We're just going to see how it goes. There's no teeth yet. Obviously, like I said, he is teething, but we've got no teeth yet. I keep checking his bottom gum because those are obviously the ones that are going to come through first, but we've got nothing yet to report. He finally rolled over from his belly to his back, and he did that on the 12th of June, so at 22 weeks and 4 days, and he was 5 months and 7 days old. Basically, in the red book, I've got a whole list of here. You won't be able to read it, but I've got a whole list here, which is what I did exactly the same with Freddie's book, and I've just got rolling over, front to back and back to front, first smile and first laugh, first solid food, first crawl, first cruise, sitting unaided, first shoes and haircut, first steps and standing unaided, and then the started potty training. And it also has bits here about, you know, when you'll know if you're from the UK, it just, you know, sits with support and crawls and all this good stuff. So yeah, he finally rolled over from his belly to his back to his belly. He's quite a lazy baby, so, you know, I was wondering, you know, when he was going to do it, because obviously all babies are different, but by this point Freddie was, you know, he was off. He just didn't want to sit still at all, and he's always on the go. So I think Oliver's very much going to be just a placid, laid back baby in the physical sense. In like the mental sense, he's very demanding. He wants the attention on him all the time, basically. So that is quite stressful sometimes. Yes, it is. He has slightly gotten, not separation anxiety, but if like, especially me, if I leave the room and he can't see me, I guess you could say that's separation anxiety. But he's okay going with other people. It's just when he's left in a space on his own, he will cry. Yeah, like I said, his hair has just suddenly just grown out of nowhere, which is just, he looks like a little Easter chick with his hair. It's so cute. What else can I say about you? We still haven't started weaning yet, and we're starting it obviously when he turns 6 months, but he has had, he's sucked on some of my fruit, and he actually he goes to grab my food or grab whatever's in my hand now, and he watches us eat, and whenever we've got something that he wants, you can just see his face just light up as if he wants to grab it. So he's definitely, I would say, like, he's probably ready to start weaning now, but we're going to wait until, you know, he's actually 6 months. So it's not that long away now, to be fair. I don't think there's very much else I can say about him, to be honest. Sleeping wise, he's nothing's changed sleeping wise. He's still he's now in a travel cot in our bedroom. So he's in a travel cot, and then he comes in with us, obviously, when he wakes up during the night. I don't really take much notice of the times of when he wakes up, but it's generally about twice a night. And when I say night, it's usually in the morning. So I don't know when they actually class what time is like sleeping through the night. But he generally wakes up between 2 and 4. Like the first time he wakes up, he'll be between 2 and 4. But I don't know how much he's getting, obviously, because of the breastfeeding, so I don't know how much he's actually getting in a feed. But the evenings, I'd generally say between 5 and 9 are his most fussiest times of the day, where he literally just wants to be held. He eats a lot, he snacks, and he's quite irritable at that sort of time. Which is obviously great, because that's the time that we obviously do dinner, put Freddie to bed, we bath them. When we do bath them, it's the time we bath them and then get ready to bed. So it is quite a stressful sort of time, and typically that's the time he chooses to be fussy, isn't it? Toys wise, he will sit in his bouncer still, and he actually can bounce it himself. And obviously some of his favourite toys are Sophie, and anything that he can just grab and hold on to. And that's pretty much it. Clothes wise, he's still in 3 to 6 months, but we've actually got the 6 to 9 month clothes out now ready. So as and when we can just switch those over, and he is now in size 4s, and we started size 4s I think last week. So he is now in size 4s, because he was getting to it's getting quite tight on him, because I'm guessing he is probably around 17 and a half, possibly 18 pounds now. So yeah. He always has his hands in his mouth. He's constantly drooling. Drool is a big thing at the moment. He's just very drooly. And yeah, so I think that's about everything, isn't it? His eyes are still blue. He's definitely just going to have blue eyes. Sitting up wise, he still doesn't really do it, to be honest. He can't do it. Oh, got something in your eye, darling. Oh, ow. So yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, you got Simon Cowell trousers going on down here, buddy. Right, you gonna say bye-bye? You gonna say bye-bye? Yeah? You gonna say bye-bye? Mama. Right, say bye-bye to the camera then. Ow. Ow, you can't eat me. What's this? What's this? Oh. Here you go. Say bye-bye. Look, what's this? Wow. Say bye-bye. Right. See you later, guys.